Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Menifee, and this is my week 2 project report and proposal. So given our current political climate, I decided to go with a data set I found on Kaggle to classify true news articles versus fake news articles. So let's go ahead and jump in. So the main objective of my study here is to create a neural network that can classify news articles given the data within them if they are fake or if they are true. So I'm going to be using Keras in either Google Colab or Kaggle itself to create some markdown and an algorithm to do this. And then my secondary objective is to create or to relearn text analysis. It's been a while since I've done it, and I have limited experience in Python doing it, and I want to refamiliarize myself with these commands and these functions so that I can just be better at it. And I also truly want to determine if a news article can be classified as fake news or true. So the data, again, I found on Kaggle. It is already pre-cleaned and ready to go. The data set creates or has 17,903 fake articles and more true news articles, 20,826. It ranges from 2015 to 2017, and I do actually think there are some 2018 articles in there as well. Just taking a quick look at the data and analyzing what they have. Topics range from news, just general world news, politics, US news, government news, and Middle Eastern news. Another data set that I obtained was from the BBC, and I plan on creating or running this data through the algorithm as well. But this data will need to be cleaned and and manipulated so that it can be looked at by the algorithm. So it will need to have the punctuation removed, the capital letters, any special characters, all of that will need to be taken out of the data. So this particular data set does have 2,225 unique articles and contains topics in tech, sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And here are some graphs from the Kaggle data set. This is the true news articles. And what's interesting, I thought, from this data set was that a lot of the true news articles seem to be in 2017. And the fake news articles seem to have a more even distribution. So in order to analyze the data, I was going to be taking the Kaggle data set, and I'm going to be first exploring the data using word clouds, histograms, and other kinds of graphs. I'll then be creating a neural network using Keras with various layers, regularization methods, and optimizers to run the data through. And then I'll be graphing my results, possibly using a rock curve as well, just to see what the area under the curve looks like. And then after the Kaggle analysis, I was going to be analyzing the BBC data set. This data set, again, will need to be cleaned. And so I'll probably actually be putting this cleaning before I do any of the analysis because this particular step should actually be first. So I'll be removing the punctuation, special characters, tokenizing the data so that it can be read by the algorithm. Next, I'll be exploring the data set, and I'll probably explore the data set of the BBC around the same time that I do the Kaggle data set as well, so that I have everything together. Next, I'll be using, after I analyze the Kaggle data set, I'm planning on then using the same algorithm that I create to analyze the BBC data set. And I want to be able to test to see if this algorithm would work on any news source. So the Kaggle data set has news sources from all over, and I just wanted to see if it would be able to perform well on a data set that it had never seen and was from a single source. And then finally, just to check my performance versus what else is out there, I was planning on using a transfer learning technique to to test the accuracy of my algorithm versus some pre-trained networks like Glove. So Glove is a well-known algorithm that classifies text analysis, and I was planning on trying that to pre-train the weights on the neural network to analyze the data and see how that would work in reference to my own. So some obstacles that I am potentially seeing here is just refamiliarizing myself with text analysis. It's been a while since I've done it. So just jumping back into Python and learning these commands again, I think will be interesting and will teach me a lot. I've noticed just from reading articles and other sources online when I was doing another project that sentiment analysis and text analysis does have a hard time with idioms, expressions, nuance, sarcasm, and this may adversely affect the analysis. So I'm just curious how someone's opinion in a piece, an article, will affect the outcome. If that particular article will be classified as fake news because they've incorporated their opinion in their analysis of the facts, and if that misclassifies the if my algorithm misclassifies it, I can see that being a major problem. So if the article is mostly based in fact and then the author puts their opinion in, will this adversely affect my analysis and my algorithm? Will it be able to detect this? And will it be able to analyze this and determine if it truly is fake or if it is a true article? So another thing is, are there different levels? And again, this goes back to my previous point, different levels of fake news. Will this particular situation where somebody has put mostly fact into their article, will their opinion adversely affect the analysis? And are there different levels? How much of opinion or how much fake news will it take to determine if an article is fake? So that's the end of my progress report, and thank you very much, guys. I do really appreciate any feedback that you have for me, and I really hope that everybody has a great class and does a great job on their presentations and their projects. Thank you so much.